Alright, what's up guys? I'm Harufaya. Friends like to call me Adam. I wish I could call myself that too online, but I can't. I'm here to talk to you today about a small video tutorial on controller setups, the default and the tactical setup, drop shots, how to do them, how you can perform them, how you can get better at them, and how to shoot faster. I get called out a lot for having a modded controller, which it's kind of like a compliment, but as you can see, this is not a modded controller. Mod controller button, you see most of them, some of them are usually right there. Press the button, hold down, you fire. I have no modded controller. I think it's a waste of money. I think you should spend your money on something more important, like, I don't know, stimulating our economy. But yeah, first thing I'd like to show you is the difference between the default and the tactical setup. The default is your basic setup on the controller when you first start playing your Call of Duty 4 game. You just bought it, you went to play campaign mode, and it was everything that was there. Your basic setups, crouch, jump, reload, change weapon, fire, aim, frag grenade, special grenade, move around, so on and so forth. The tactical setup is what a lot of other people prefer. I, for one, do not use the tactical setup, but after showing you what it entails, you may be inclined to use it, which you're more than welcome to. Whatever makes you better, go for it. The tactical setup is, essentially, it replaces the B button right here with the right joystick. And what that does is, when you press the B button, you'll ultimately knife, shank, whatever you want to call it. The joystick will, you press it once, you'll crouch, hold it down, you'll go prone. A lot of people use this setup for drop shotting, which I will get to soon enough. I don't know if Infinity Ward had it in mind when creating the controller setup for tactical, because it seems a little like they did, because that's the only thing in the tactical setup that's changed, unlike other controller setups, which are useless. So yeah, that's basically your two controller setups. Next, I'd like to go over drop shotting and how you go about it, how you do it, how you can get better at it.
Alright, so how drop shotting works is, drop shots, essentially you'll be going around like this, and hey, there's a guy who's in front of you, or the band. You go down, you go prone, you drop down, you shoot him. What the idea of drop shotting is that you'll duck once, and maybe you'll get hit once at the most. You'll get hit once, shot twice, maybe, I don't know, you're bad. Anyway, you get hit, you go down again, and the idea is that you dodge the bullets that are coming at your chest or your head area. And once you dodge those, you shoot, guy's dead. So, that's your basic idea of drop shotting. Just to show you real quick though, here is me going through the game with a Juggernaut and drop shotting. This is the general idea of how it works. You essentially take more damage, but you'll release less firing power, and the idea is that you will survive longer when drop shotting, and you'll take more bullets in case you do take that one occasional shot to the head or two to the head. You'll survive, and you'll be able to kill someone through that. So, as I said earlier, I prefer stopping power over Juggernaut. So, as you can see here, just switch over to stopping power, and that's the basic idea. I'll refrain from showing you some videos until maybe a little later, because it's an easy idea. It's like Juggernaut, but you deal more damage and you take less damage. I prefer stopping power because I think it gets the job done quicker. But again, I said some people do prefer Juggernaut with the MP5 or even the P90. So if you want to try that out, go for it. I mean, try new things. It's a full game of ideas.
So what I'll show you now is how to do the drop shot on both the tactical and the default setup. So right now, go to your options there. We got your button layout. Your button layout's on default right now. So we'll switch over to tactical. As you can see, it switches to both the melee attack and the crouch/prone. Switch over to that, go back. So what we have here the B button right there, the B button, nice. Click that, go prone, hold it down. Or you go prone if you hold it down, click it again, go crouch, go up. So what you would be doing is you'd be running along and you drop down, drop shot, like such. I think that's a little it's a little harder for me. I'm not a big fan of that, but you can try it out. I mean, do what you feel is comfortable. So we got that. We'll go over again. Go back to button layout. We'll go back to default. I prefer to use the default. Not a lot of people do, surprisingly, but they don't know how to drop shot without it. So right now I'll show you how to do such. What I do is I'm kind of weird when I play Call of Duty 4. I do a little different setups. I shoot with my middle finger, as you can see right here. I shoot with my middle finger, so that leaves my first finger open to either frag or do whatever it wants to do, but you only throw a frag once. Unless you have frag times 3, but that's another story. So what I do with my first finger is I put it on the B button right here, because, I mean, it's not doing anything else. So what that leaves is you to crouch. Hold that down again, you go prone. So now I have my thumbs right there, free to do what they want, so I can do what I want. So you go right there, like that, bada bing. It's very simple. Not a lot of people understand how to do it, but I figured it out a couple days into playing Call of Duty 4. Like I said, I prefer this over the tactical setup. I like to have my first finger doing the work for me. But you're entitled to do what you feel is right. If you feel that is right, go for it. I am all for it. Alright, so what we got right here is, as I said, it starts with the RT button, the shoot button. Bam. That's your general idea. And it all starts from there. As I said earlier, I push it down, or I shoot with my middle finger, so it leaves my first finger open. And the reason I do that is because I get a lot more strength pushing with my middle finger than I do with my first finger. And for that reason alone, I push. You don't really shoot with your finger per se, because as you can listen on my screen, it's about as fast as I can shoot right there. But if you use more strength in your palm area right there in your forearm, you're kind of pushing down. You get a lot more speed and a lot more strength going. So as you can see right here, so right there, that was a G3 I was shooting with. And I'll also show you, this is a Desert Eagle I'm shooting with right now. As you can see right there, I'm pushing down just with my forearm. It's not that hard. I believe that anyone can do this. You can also, I mean, as you can see here, I'm not really having much grasp on the rest of the controller with my right hand. So a little plan I devised, because I'm such a genius, was kind of aiming with my left thumb right there. So if you aim with your left thumb, you still are able to use your right hand to fire. So you still can't move unless you're a magician or something. But it's still great if you know someone's coming and you can wait for them and are ready to fire with a single shot weapon. Alright, so that's basically the idea. If you have any questions, feel free to send a message to Clan Cool on the YouTube account where you're seeing this video. And I'll try to help you out as best as possible. If you ever feel like playing with us, or just hanging out with us playing a game of Call of Duty 4, send any of our names a message. We'll be sure to chill with you. Alright, take it easy.